Hey y'all, what have you been up to? I hope all is well and you all are going good. Today I'm here to do a curry goat video for you all, country style. The way I do it, it may be a bit different from yours, but country style, this is how I do my goat. So I'm here to show you guys how to do that. And before I go further, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you guys back to the channel. And to those of you who are new here, we are happy to have you. We look forward to you joining our family and having fun with us. So on behalf of all my subscribers and my children, my husband and myself, we are all happy to have you here. Remember, if you like the content, remember to interact with it. You could give it a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. And y'all remember to share. If each one reach one, we'll conquer the world, okay? And remember to subscribe if I didn't say that before. So today I'm here to do, I told you all that already, I'm here to do the goat for you all. So let me show you the ingredients that we are going to use. These are my fresh ingredients, and these are my dry ingredients. So guys, I have for my dry seasoning here, shadow benny or fitweed we call it here in the country area, some chive or green onions. This is the fine version to it. Fine leaf thyme, 2 leaves of bay leaf, some flavoring pepper, 1 nutmeg, a head of garlic, sorry, and onion, and don't forget ginger. My dry seasoning is black pepper, saffron, madras curry, and I also have roasted jeera. So this is a pound of goat with bone, that is. It's not only cheaper, but I prefer to use this because you get more flavor when you use the goat with the bone. This is, you'll realize I left how I left the fine thyme. I left it with a bit of stick in it. How I did the garlic, the ginger, sorry, I left it a bit chunky. I just pounded it and chopped it up because you get more flavor that way from it. The nutmeg goes in the pot whole. You don't burst the nutmeg at all. So all the green season, I cut it up and put it together. The flavor pepper, the garlic, and the dry seasoning. So what we are going to do now, we are going to season the goat. I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. This is the goat. What I'm going to do is add the shadow benny and the green onions, or chive as we call it. The flavor pepper. Realize I made the flavor pepper chunky and not small. That's for a reason. The taste is actually different how you cut the seasoning up. I am sure about that. I'm not guessing. Look at the onions. My bad, those are garlic. I don't ever just grate the onions or slice them up. I pound them before I slice them. Try it when you're making anything. You'll realize that the potency is different. Okay. So we have the onions. And yes, I'm cooking for my family and myself. We have the onions. Chop the ginger in there. And the rest of green seasoning. Oh man, you all are not seeing. So this is what it looks like. So I'm going to go in with some salt. I would put sufficient salt in this because I'm not going to be putting more salt in the pot during the cooking period unless it's absolutely necessary, unless I really need it. This is turmeric. What it does, it gives it a really nice color. Although we are going to be cooking the goat in curry, even in the seasoning, you want to put a little bit of curry inside of it. Y'all, I don't really work with measurements. I just cook freelance. I've gotten accustomed to cooking freelance, so I just put some curry. But I will do better than that. I will get some measuring equipments and learn how to use them just for you guys. So forgive me. I'm going in with some black pepper. The bowl is a bit small to tin it up, so I'm gonna put it in this silver bowl. And using my hands, I'm just gonna mix it in like this. Guys, this scent is fantastic. It's so strong. You already know how it's gonna taste by the way it smells. Now, people like to put this to sit, which is quite okay. Some people season it overnight. Ideally, they do it overnight for them. Or some people let it sit in the freezer for an hour after seasoning it. After seasoning it. But the way I'm going to do it, it doesn't need to sit, and I promise you, you are going to get every single thing from it. Every taste you need to get, you're going to get it the way I'm going to prepare this. So let me take you guys to the stove one time. So I went ahead and I threw some oil in the pot. Now that I'm here, I'm realizing that this, I would have needed some help for this, but Daddy has gone out with the boys to ride bikes. I did set up the tripod above the pot and the ring light so that you guys can see clearly. But I realize now that I would still have to hold the phone in my hand, so I'll do my utmost best. So what I'm doing now is I'm going in with some curry, and you want to put enough curry in the pot. I did put jeera in the pot, but for some reason I lost that clip. Now you want to stir this for a little while. You see it already have the nice dark color. And now you want to go in with the goat. Okay, so it's fogging my camera a bit. So make sure and stir it up. Oh boy, y'all. I have to stop and stir this pot, and then I'll let you guys see again. Okay, so this is what it looks like after I stirred up everything, and now I'm gonna lower the stove down. Put it down low. I haven't added any water or anything, and you realize in the pot you're seeing all the juices. I'm going to cover down this now, and I'm going to leave it to marinate in its own juice for a while, probably for 10-15 minutes before I go and I add water to it. What I'll do in the meanwhile is I'll set the kettle on so that I put on hot water. So when I'm ready to add the water to this, it's warm water. What this does, it helps the meat to cook faster. Instead of putting cold water, you put in hot water. And while the camera was off, I had forgotten to put in some pepper, so I went in with some cayenne pepper. So guys, let me tell you, while this is on the fire, let me tell you, I'm normally big on prepping, especially when it comes to goat meat. And the kind of preparation I'm talking about is, you know, goat has its own scent. When you smell a goat, if you don't know how to cook goat, when you finish cooking it, it will taste like the smell of a live goat. So what I normally do to take away that scent is I boil the goat in some bay leaf. You realize I'm just going to put the bay leaf in the pot. But what also helps with that is you season it. You see shadow benny? You see bandanian? You see that thing there? You don't do it without that. I don't do it without that. When it comes to cooking, you need to put these seasoning to kill that goat scent. And give it the wild meat taste. I like the wild meat. You can even put a touch of grind clove in it. Y'all, it's like real wild meat when you do that. But my husband don't really like the grind clove in much of the meats. He doesn't mind when I do it in like when I'm stewing chicken, but with goat and stuff, he's not really fond of it. So that's why I didn't put it in the pot. So while that goat is cooking, I need to go and put on my pot of dasheen or terroline, whatever you know it as. I think how they call it terroline. I'm going to cook some more dasheen that I had from the day before. I had dasheen and some cassava from the day that I had some dasheen and cassava from the day that Daddy had dug the provision. And for some reason, I'm stuttering so much on this video, Neddy, like if I'm uncomfortable. I don't know why, but I'm not young. So yes, I'm gonna clean up. And no boy, I haven't put on the kettle yet, so I'm gonna put on the kettle with water. I'm gonna pop the pot on the fire to do the dasheen and the cassava, and I'm just gonna tidy back up here, wash out those bowls and all of that. Okay, and then I'll see you again at the pot. Okay guys, so I uncovered the pot and this is what it looks like. I can't carry it much closer because it's getting foggy, y'all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it a little stir, give it a taste it just to make sure that I did put sufficient salt, and then I'm gonna add the hot water to it from the kettle. So when I tell you that you don't need to pre-season it and let it sit, this is why. This is why right here. Right, so guys, I did put the water in the pot and I placed back the kettle to fill because goat is something that can take a while to cook, especially if you didn't pre-boil it as I told you all earlier. So I'm just going to cover it back now, high up the stove and leave it to do its thing. The water in the back is the water to put in my dasheen and my cassava, but I'm letting the water boil first because they are frozen. Yanni, I did this goat video just for you. I cannot pronounce your whole name, so I'm not going to try to do it. But I did this goat video just for you, so make sure you leave me a comment. If you guys know her, in case she didn't look at the video, make sure you get in contact with her and tell her that I posted that goat video for her. And Giselle, darling, I have not forgotten you. I'm going to do those meal prep, dashing bush trays. All of you who said to do some meals, I have you covered, okay? So guys, after so long, I think I finally found a way to put the camera over the pot. So this is what I'm going to do. This took me about 3 hours to prepare. I'm going to add some coconut milk in it. Some coconut milk powder. If you have coconut, fresh coconut, that will be even better. But I don't have that right now because I have a blender that will not. It's a jokey blender, let's say that, because it's given a lot of trouble to blend stuff like that. I wouldn't dry this right on because you all know it's provision we're going to have it with. So that's the coconut milk inside there, and I am going to throw back in a bit of shadow benny and minced garlic because of the amount of time I had to leave this on the fire for and the amount of water I would have added. So I'm just going to leave this now to finish boil down a bit, and that's it. We'll take it off. So guys, this is the ending result. This is the food for the king of the castle, the lion in the jungle. This is Daddy's food with a bit of vegetables. Most of our veg have finished, so we need to replenish. But this veg just have a sprinkle of salt, a bit of cayenne pepper, apple cider vinegar, extra virgin oil, cayenne pepper, and there's a pinch of garlic. So guys, I'll see you all in the next video where I'll be doing a burger. I'll be showing you how to make chicken patty homemade. So stay blessed. Remember, each one reach one, and we'll conquer the world. God bless you.